This is the fastest way to back up and then restore your website during development. I know we talked about a backup server, but that could take some time to get set up. You know, I think every day might be critical, and this is very safe if it's done by a responsible person, and I know our programmer is. So here is a tutorial for both of you guys actually, so we just know we are all on the same page and going to do it the same way. So basically just log into the control panel with yoursite.com/cpanel, then click on the file manager, and then just click in the www folder, and then just look for the actually no, we're going to go back up a level. We're going to go up one level here. You see this button here, click up there, and we stay on this level. And you see the public_HTML folder. That's the root directory for the site and for all the site files. This is the root directory, pardon me. The public_HTML is the primary directory where programmers work. They generally don't work in any file folder other than this. Now you can see I copied this folder yesterday's, and we haven't made any changes since. So this is an absolute backup copy, and it's perfectly so if I needed to, if the programmer went in and screwed something up, we could just quickly take the site offline for 1 second, but just by clicking this and calling this bad, okay? And then I'm not going to do it because the site's live. So all I'm going to do is just leave it at public_HTML, but I would rename that bad, and then I would just click on this and just get rid of this, okay, and make that called public_HTML. Then that would be an immediate restore of all the work that the programmer did on the site, and that's something that you could potentially do tomorrow morning. If when the programmer works on it and he sees something's not working, potentially you could do this, or I could do it, or the programmer could do it at any time as well. And that is simply change the names of these folders. And just remember, it's got to be done in this sequence. First, you got to change the name of this folder, just clicking it and calling it -bad, and then changing the name of this folder to just public_HTML by just erasing that and then hitting the enter button. And so the site theoretically can be offline for like 3 seconds if you do it quickly. So that's the really cool, fast way of restoring the site, and you should keep this in mind. And another thing that I would like the programmer to do is, after he finishes working on, every time he works on the site on this folder, is just clicking on it and then copying it. On the top left is copying it and giving a date. Call it copy and then the date. Okay, and yeah, you can see the date here is actually, it says yesterday 6:31 p.m. but I think giving it that name would be helpful as well, so it's really clear what day. So we have 2 or 3 of these, and then after we get past a certain, you know, that's obvious after a couple of days that everything is really working, or maybe after 3 or 4 days, then we just delete it. We also have nightly backups, etc., but these are the fast restores. Okay, now what we're also going to do is I'm going to ask the programmer, he may not even work on the database tonight. All the work that he may do may be in that folder, but just in case, I'm going to also ask him to back up the database. And what he's going to do is just click on phpMyAdmin here, and he may have another tool that does this, but this is the one that we're used to, and this is the one that I'm used to working with, but again, he may have another tool, but it's essentially the same thing. So all we do to back up the database is click on the current database, which is called new. The JO, I could delete that one, that's an old one, I might delete that, just so it's no confusion. So I just click on it here on the left, and then we just click export. You see there's all the different databases there for all the different aspects of the site. Now I'm just going to, and here it says new over here. Now I'm just going to click export, and just go with the default settings. And I'm just downloading it right now. So there, it's downloading onto my computer. So those are the two aspects of the site that are generally worked on. And if he was to needed to import it, if he was to make some small change that screwed things up, then he could just, and first of all, the database is about 25 megs, which is starting to get fairly big, you know, but it doesn't take long. Look, I'm almost, it's at 18 megs right now, so on a good connection, take you about a couple minutes to download. And there we go there. So it's all done. And I'm just going to show you my downloads folder just to show you what it looks like here. And there's a couple versions of it. There's one earlier I did today. It's twice. There's the first one. There's the date today at noon. There's another database at there's one at there just before noon. This is exactly at noon, and this is the one I just did. Okay, and you can sort by date modified. And so to import it, you don't need to change the name of it in this case. All you would do is, first of all, you would drop, I don't want to get a tutorial on how to drop the tables, but you could theoretically just click import and just click on this, choose the file, sort through here, go to downloads, and again, you don't need to change the name of this, and just import that, click choose, and then upload it, and then you would choose, okay, I believe that would just overwrite everything, and our programmer can confirm that, but usually what I do is I drop everything first, but I believe just overwriting, and my programmer will confirm that later on. And just press go, and that would just restore the database as well. And I think that's it. So again, this is time critical, and as long as we're all on the same page, then the programmer shouldn't have any issues with this method. And I'm sure he's really careful. Now the other thing that I'm going to show you, this is more I'm showing the programmer at this point. Well, I guess this will be good for going to the administrator area. And there's a new plugin which I've installed. It's turned off right now. But, okay, what am I typing in here? I'm searching for it. It's called SSL. I'm just typing in SSL. Okay, you can see it's disabled right now. Okay. And the red X shows disabled. Now, the only 3 pages we really need to be SSL, only need 3 areas, is the home page for the login, the welcome page, and those 2 are required for the PCI requirements. The third section component that we need is the shopping cart. So I'm just going to go ahead and select them now, save this, but I'm not going to turn it on. So SSL when logged in. See, this is where the programmer would have to play with this, and see, redirect. As I say, the only pages, menu items. Okay, here's where it's, because there's thousands of menu items. This will be tricky. Let's just see if I can find the home page. Okay, I'm going to just do my best here. The home page. I'm clicking on it with the control key. On a Mac, it's the shift key, Apple key, and I'm keeping my finger on the home page. And what else? I need to go down to find the administrative menu. I don't know where, Eric may know where that is, but basically we need to find, and again, what's called the admin or hidden admin links. Let's just see. And we need to select okay, here maybe they are. Okay, I think we might be in the right area here. It looks like it's closer to the top. Okay. Okay, maybe we just select a couple of these. My orders, okay. Anything that's somewhat security related. I'm just going to try and get to the top here. These are the welcome. Okay, yeah, welcomes. I'm just going to anything that may need to be either for security reasons or PCI compliance. I lost this, so that's, oh, there we go. And the home page, I think I might have everything selected, my profile and psychic cache. You want as few of these as selected as possible, because my orders doesn't even need to be SSL. So maybe make my profile and psychic cache, because the problem is the more that you have selected, if there's any links to non-secure either images or pages, the more work the programmer has to do. So we want to make these as few as possible. Cart menu, perhaps. And just remember visually, it looks like this is about 25% here, so you just got to move this bubble to about 25% to find most of the menus. Okay, my account. See, this, it's the my account. I don't know. That's kind of, there's really no secure information there. So I just turn it off. Again, as few of these as possible. Welcome for PCI compliance. And that's it. Psychic cache. So anyway, so if the programmer can't easily register, yeah, we need the registered. If he can't easily kind of do a find and replace, then he just needs to go, or we need to go activation. That may need it. See, this is the register and the activation, I think, may be required for SSL, because when you register, you need to go to an SSL page. That's part of it. I've already done that manually, but setting it up here is, but I don't know if I've done the work 100% correct. At least there's no big errors right now, but anyway, so sorry for blabbering here, but I think you get the idea. And again, it may be easier for the programmer to just, once he really understands, and just goes and does a find and replace for any, and that way the whole site would be SSL. That would be ideal. But later on, if Eric or someone else mistakenly uploads or creates a www link or a non-HTTPS link, then some of the programmer's work could be broken. So in that case, but then we'd find it and we would know and we could fix it at that point. But anyway, again, apologize for blabbering, but may as well get this done now, actually, before the total PCI compliance, because this may be, because if we get this all done, then if it goes through a scan, those other 3 items, then it'll just go through the pass faster. So it actually, now that I think about it, makes sense that this be done first.